for my voice because I got a little cold the day before. So first of all, I have to apologize for maybe my voice would be a little bit strange. Okay, let's start our language evaluation today. First of all, I have to say you really did, all the speakers today did a wonderful performance because, you know, when I was typing like some suggestions to make, I find it really hard to actually focus on the grammar part because all of you did a wonderful job on the grammar part. So I have to say that. Give yourself a very big hand. So for the grammar part, I'll just focus on some slight details so that you can possibly pay attention to when you're giving the speech next time, okay? So first of all, first one, this is the most common mistake that perhaps maybe I would have on the podium. That is like this one. My partner is Christine and Sandy. Candy, sorry. Candy. We all know what is the mistake, right? It is about the single and plural use, okay? So next time when you're trying to give a speech, pay attention to the single or plural tense that you are using, okay? So next one, that's what I just heard. In conclusion, all in all, blah, 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 blah. When you're making a conclusion, try to avoid like making two repeat two phrases with the same function. These two phrases are both for a conclusion, okay? So try not to repeat these twice, okay? And last, I still have to emphasize is that keep an eye on the tense you're using, whether it's past tense or it's present tense. Just keep an eye on what you're using. Okay, so my language evaluation will be very quick today. And the next part is about your pronunciation. First one is that it's not actually some mistake, but just I have to remind you. Relay race. Relay race is what Debbie, right? Debbie was talking about. And so just pay attention to the pronunciation. Relay race. Okay. And the next one, crackers or cracks. Cracks is when you break a mirror, you will see the cracks on the mirror, okay? Or you break a window, or you break some piece of glass, you will see cracks. You will see the cracks on these things. Not crackers. Crackers are like biscuits we can eat, okay? So pronounce it right. Crackers or cracks, okay? The next one, rages. I don't think there is a word in this in your dictionary. I think the word you are trying to use was rage, which is trying to express that someone is really angry. You're rage, not rages, okay? Pronounce it right. The next one is a really special one because this is the name, okay? Nightingale. In Chinese, 南丁格尔, okay? English is nightingale. It is also a really interesting bird, a name of a very interesting bird, which sings really beautifully, okay? Nightingale. And in Chinese, it's 夜莺, okay? So try to remember the pronunciation. Nightingale. Okay, the next one is fantastic story or fantasy story. You have to clarify these. Okay, two meanings are very different. When you're talking about fantastic story, you're talking about a story which is really great, like you just won $1 billion. That is a fantastic story. But when you're talking about a fantasy story, it's probably not true. So when I'm saying I won $1 million, it's a fantasy story. Okay, so remember the difference. Okay, next one. Textbook or textbook? Okay, pronounce it right. Textbook, I don't know what it means, but textbook is what we read, what we study every day. Try to pronounce it correctly. And the last one, energetic. Pronounce it right. Energetic. Okay, next is about the usage part. Got sick or got sick. Okay. Pay attention to the usage. Next one is about preference. Okay, keep contacting with the mother. I don't think it's necessarily a mistake, but I think a better way to say it is about keep in contact with your mother. Okay. Okay. Next one, confidential face or confidence face. Now this is probably about pronunciation. Confidential face is what? About like a secret face? Okay. So confidence face. Someone is confident, not confidential. Okay. Make quite clear of that. Next one. Tears were dropped. It's like you throw your tears onto the ground. That's tears were dropped. Okay. Tears, they drop themselves. So tears drop down. Okay, next one, share you a story. I think there should be a web between share with you a story. The next one, children are asleep. It's probably children are asleep. Okay, it's different. The last one, when I become a language evaluator, I probably would always emphasize on the proper language usage because we're in an official Toastmasters Club, and this is an official occasion. So try to avoid some slang words like the S word. Okay, try to avoid that because you're not King George VI, and we're not trying to kill our stammer. We're just here to practice our speech. So make it official. Try to avoid slang words. Some great usage. I'll make it quicker. Trust is like a mirror. I really like this one. Trust is like a mirror. You can fix the mirror, but you can still see the cracks. I really like this one. Really, really. And next one, there is still room for improvement. And this sentence reminds me of a phrase commonly heard in Toastmasters, which is the biggest room in this world is the room for improvement. Okay, you can remember this phrase. And next one, I like Debbie's speech title. The cornerstone of a relationship is a metaphor, and I think it's great. The most indispensable thing in a relationship. That is also a good usage, because when you're talking about something is indispensable, that means that when you're having something that just can't be dumped, okay? Something that can't be dumped. And in a relationship, Debbie tried to say that the thing that is just can't be dumped is trust. Okay? Good one. And the final one is a special word, triathlon. That means you combine swimming, running, and cycling all together. That is a triathlon. It is different from marathon, but this is a word probably many of you could remember. And the last part, just some minor parts. When I'm a language evaluator, I want to say is that your language is not just about what you speak, but also about what your body speaks. Okay? So it's about your gestures. Your gesture can speak for yourself. Your moving around can say for yourself. And your facial expression can say for yourself. And some final suggestions is that for Joyce, because I just heard your individual evaluation, and I have some suggestion, personal suggestion for you. That is, and probably for anyone else. That is, when you're talking, like it is for everyone, it's very different. But when you're talking, tend to talk fast. Make it clear, okay? Make it really, really clear, so that the audience can receive the message clearly. Because when you're speaking fast and you're not talking it clearly, people just don't know what you're talking about. You may be really fluent. You may speak very fluently, but people just can't understand what you're talking about. Okay? So try to make your speech clearly. It's very important. Okay? So this is all my language evaluation. Toastmaster of the evening.